one of the craziest experiences that I've ever been in. And then you were talking about you've been to Rolling Loud?
Rolling Loud, Astroworld Festival, 2019, not the one where like all the crazy stuff happened.
Oh, okay. What year did that happen? All the bad
2021.
2021.
Like a month after the Cardi concert.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, got you.
this is where Travis. It was his first time doing a 2-day, because eventually he kicked it off in 2018 when he released the album. 2019, 2020 there was nothing because of COVID.
Oh, okay.
And 2021, bro, was when he was really diversing the lineup. Bad Bunny, Tame Impala, Earth, Wind, Fire, Toro y Moi, so many artists, bro.
Yeah, it was just like way more diverse than it was before.
Where were all those artists at? Coachella or what?
Astroworld Festival.
Astroworld?
Yeah, Travis's festival, but in Houston.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you went to one of them?
In 2019, the second one.
Okay.
That's crazy.
And I think that was one of the even... Was that pre-COVID or past COVID?
Pre-COVID, bro.
Oh,
this
okay.
was November 2019. I put up with Will and Jalen. So we went because when he announced it, I was like, bro, I really want to see what's up. I've never been to the Midwest, so I want to experience Houston. I want to see how crazy they go in Houston as well too, because I know there's like a lot of loyal Travis fans. And I saw it, bro, within the 5 minutes of going through the NRG stadium. Well, outside the NRG stadium. Homies having Cactus Jack tatted on the side of their necks. Like, loyal, bro.
Is that something you would do?
I've been wanting to get the tat. Not on the neck, though. Nothing that's like neck or hand or face. But
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get that, like, for a while.
Like a cactus?
No, the Cactus Jack's logo.
Oh, the little smiley face thing?
No, the...
Oh, the one that's like a little cross?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Correct,
got you.
yeah.
And why are you such a fan though? Like, what did Travis help you out through like a bad time, or like do you just enjoy it?
So that's a really good question though. So I guess in middle school, you all kind of go through phases and stuff.
Yeah.
At first, for me, it was Wiz Khalifa, Young Thug. When I found out about Playboy Cardi in 2016, Playboy Cardi, bro, I was telling everybody about it my senior year, bro, at South, but nobody knew who he was.
Yeah.
Not at all until he released Self-Titled. But really seeing, like pre-caps and highlights of Travis concerts, like, bro was just him in a way, bro. Like, his style, bro, the way, like he really performs, his creativity, and that can really inspire somebody.
Okay.
But I really feel like his music can, I can have a bad day from work, at home, anywhere. I play his music and it just kind of, soothes a lot of things.
What were you going through though? Like, because I mean, in high school you do go through like hella emotions.
Exactly.
Like, it's your testosterone is all over the damn place. It's kind of like you're mad, you're happy. So I know the highs and lows. Like,
yeah, you're never like content on one of them. It's like you do it to yourself in high school, bro. It's crazy, but.
Did you have a lot of friends at South?
I did.
You did? You're like popular over there?
I wouldn't say popular, but like, I just try to like get along with everybody.
Okay.
Get along with everybody, yeah.
I tried the same thing, I think, but I just could never really find a good group of friends. Maybe I was really like isolated, I think, in like high school, like by myself though, because like
by yourself.
It was just like it seemed. I just couldn't match with anyone like in my the way that I thought. That I think that's what really stalled me from having friends like for a long time. Like even till now, I think the best friend that I have is like 65 years old.
I mean, that's fine though, bro. I don't judge you, because honestly, I can really interact with older people.
Yeah.
And I really love getting into conversations. That's like a whole other reason why I studied broadcast at CPCC.
Okay.
But then again, too, it's really hard to find a job there. So I told myself, I'm talkative. I can talk about a lot of things. That's why I kind of started my own podcast. That's why I'm here, talking with y'all, because, I love doing this stuff.
Hey, yo, go check out his podcast. What's the podcast?
Find God. So Find God on YouTube, Find God PC TikTok, and Find God PC Instagram.
Yes, sir.
And I feel like in a way, podcast is bringing conversation back to people that don't really want to talk. Like if back then 10 years ago I would have had podcasts when I was like going through like middle school years and stuff like that, and looking or hearing these stories of like how people have conversations, I think that would have helped me a lot, like so much. Because I mean, I don't know what the point of your podcast is, but like for us, like, I mean, I've heard some of your podcasts and I find it entertaining that you talk about like just like a variety of things. Like
that's me, bro. Like I said, that's the ADHD in me, bro. that podcast symbolizes like I can jump from topic to topic.
Yeah.
But then again, too, I've been trying to work on that because I'm just like, I need to make it interesting. So I need to stick to one. But then again, too, who knows, one day if I were to pop off, I could be known as a podcaster. Oh, the man that goes from one topic for a good 2 minutes and jumps to a whole different topic.
Yeah.
After the 2 minutes.
Yeah, like no limitations to what you can talk about.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think that's good for like a person that just wants to like learn a whole bunch of things at like in a short period of time, 30 minutes to an hour. Like I think podcast has a variety of topics you can talk about. It could go to like, I've seen podcasts for just music, for just skateboarding, and it's just translated into such a good, I guess, conversation. But you learn a lot. People learn a lot from the podcast, but you also learn a lot about yourself.
And, you know, like I said, this new generation is the one that's really bringing in like a lot of podcasts, even has older people doing it. And a lot of people open up to like personal experiences onto these podcasts, which is amazing because people who aren't comfortable sharing traumatizing, amazing, etc. moments of their life, they don't do it even in a one-on-one conversation. They'll do it on a podcast that's going to be uploaded to a variety of platforms.
That's what I really find crazy, because you are right. Like it's like a person, like people have come onto our podcast here and have talked about maybe things that they don't really tend to open up to other people. And that's exactly why I'm trying to work on like how I introduce like my guests to myself, I guess, to my home, and make them feel welcome, to the point to that, like, hey, we're all human. We all just want to have a conversation. And I think it's hard for me to translate the fact that, hey, I don't seek a benefit out of this. I just seek a benefit mutually. Both of us have a conversation. Because, I mean, I have gotten some good feedback to a point where it's like, right, Gio, they tell us like, oh, this thing is like kind of like therapy.
It really is. Because
people have lost a sense of conversation in the real world setting. Like in a bar or in the elevators, you don't see people talking like that no more.
That's true.
It's like the phone takes away the attention span from every conversation. People, I mean, confidence levels, I think, have gone down too. There's very few extroverts out there that just feed off people, you know, and feed off their own confidence. And podcasts just really changed up the game for anyone to gain insight out of other people's conversation, you know. So like, I think it's just about finding your niche. It's, how do you feel like, what have been the struggles of you like kind of doing it? Like, what have you found hard? Do you watch your own videos?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. And it's crazy because there was a quote that I saw from a rapper. He said, I don't even listen to my songs. I'm just like, why? And then the other day I was like, yo, I think I can relate because I don't even watch my own videos sometimes. Okay. But
don't you think that makes the content bad, and you not evaluating yourself is not a good thing?
You make a valid point right there, because lately, for these past couple of weeks, I think like 2 weeks and a half, I'm just like, I need to look at this. Not just when I'm editing. Once I'm done editing, parts I don't like, a part that I said something that wasn't supposed to be in there, let me edit that out. But I feel like I should really take the time. Like if I have the time to do useless things throughout the day, why not actually take the time to
work
on your
craft?
Exactly. Perfect my craft. Yeah.
Because I think in a sense you have to be open to the criticism, and you also have to be open to the fact that even if it's bad, you have to present that to the public. I say that because in some of our videos, like I get trolled for the things that I say, or for
you get trolled.
Yeah. So I got trolled the other day for how slow I was talking. but I was trying to pick up my thoughts. Like I tend to have whenever I have a real conversation, it's not me talking fast. It's me talking really slow so that I can translate my message clearly to the other person, right? Like I always have like hiccups. Like when me and you are talking, it's like I'll go like this, like, which is like, we just have so many trolls online already that I'm like, I got to watch my videos, but I also have to be open to that criticism.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think even if you watch your video, like for us, it's kind of like we don't necessarily try to say the right things, but we just try to be open to the fact that we are going to be criticized and we're not really ever going to satisfy anyone.
Exactly.
Because if you start making a whole bunch of cuts, you start criticizing yourself too much, that's also a bad thing.
That's bad thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, then you're never going to put anything out. You'll start like choosing the things you don't like. You're like, actually, I don't like this. Let me not put it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's true. It's like my last video. I did a crazy stories with my boy Dom. He had a crazy story when he went to Japan with like he rented out a spot
and it was infested with roaches, right?
Exactly. And then me, like the whole my whole strip club experience. I mean, I was like, damn, bro. I said, should I really put that? Because bro, people gonna look at me like, yo, this motherfucker thirsty, bro. Like he down bad. But I was like, I'm just gonna do it, bro. Because that's the whole point that I just said. People won't open up about that, but I'm just like, this is a crazy, fun story. You're young, you're gonna do dumb things. So I'm like, I'm gonna put that out there, bro. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the people what they want to hear.
That's very courageous of you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think like I said, you open up yourself to criticism, but then you kind of tend to not be so hard on yourself next time around. Like,
exactly.
You're just like, well, it is what it is, and
I was, when I first started, like I was like nervous. I'm like, like what are people gonna say? I don't really like showing my face out like that. So 2 years ago, I kind of had my own thing. It wasn't even a podcast.
What was it?
It was on my other YouTube page.
Oh, you had another YouTube page already?
Like I was just doing like a lot of things, like about like I did a cacti review when Travis released his Selsters. I did when Rolling Loud, dropped their 2021 lineup. Astro World Festival selling out within 5 minutes, and for some reason that page did more numbers than my Fine God, and I'm just like, I should have been more consistent with that one, bro. I was like, why did I not keep on going with that one? Because that one was doing numbers and on views, likes, comments, and subscribers. This one, not really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But do you think it's because of the things that you were talking about, like the things that get like immediate attention?
So my first video was about different topics, like gunna snitching, when that was like
like a thing.
When it was like a whole thing. Opium versus Cactus Jack.
Okay.
And all that kind of stuff. That one did numbers, like I think 104 views. Okay. With 4 likes, and for me that's something though, bro.
Yeah. I mean, when you're starting off, I mean that's
actually a lot.
Yeah.
We haven't even gotten close to that.
Yeah, and that was another thing that I told the other day. My cousin was like, "You have raw editing, bro." I'm just like, that's kind of like another thing too. I want to see if I can really, pull this off with raw editing, low resources to see what's happening. But I do want to buy like the ring lights, because when I had my show with my realtor, he said, amazing. I had a small little tripod using my phone. He just said, let's have more light next time. That's all. But a lot of other people are telling me get mics, and I think that's like what I really want to do.
I was gonna tell you that, like, I mean, I don't think that telling you, or like, it's not a way to criticize you. It's a way to support you. Yeah. Like, and show you that, hey, this is the problem. Try to do better next time.
And I'm open to it as well.
Because I did hear some of your videos, and for example, if I just use the camera audio for to record the audio, dude, it sucks. Like it sucks to the point to where like you lose my attention because I can't hear you clearly enough.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I'm just like, okay, if there's times where I'm like, yo, bro, we're not getting subscribers, we're not getting likes, we're not getting views. I gotta, like switch it up though. I really gotta, make that sacrifice. I gotta, like buying, a ring light or buying a microphone isn't really taking a risk, because like we all work. We all make money somehow, and you know, I can invest in that because that's useful.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
I think it's risky for a person who's not willing to believe in himself. I think
Exactly.
it's like, but if you're really betting on yourself that this thing is gonna pop off, or you just simply believe in the dream you're wanting to create, then it's worth it. Because I say that because even whenever we first started the podcast, me and my brother were like, or I was really self-conscious on the fact of like, yo, what's everybody gonna think? Or like, it's just another podcast, you know, it's just another podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's just another podcast. And investing of money into the camera, the mics, I was like, man, like all these expenses. But even until now, there's things that I want to upgrade. Like I want to upgrade a whole bunch of things, make this room a little bit better. But I'm like, I take it as an investment on me and believing myself that I'm going to accomplish something. And because I feel like the message is good. Like we're just having a simple conversation. Maybe someone that's watching gains insight. Maybe someone that comments, I can comment back and give them some feedback. I don't know. I feel like
you can even have them on the show too.
Yeah. And I feel like whenever you open up yourself to have a conversation, no matter with what type of IQ level person you're having a conversation with, you can gain some insight. But if you're open to it,
yeah,
like someone's experience can change the way that you think, even just a crumb. I think that's beneficial.
It is.
Like even with you telling me that your stories even before this, I was like, man, there's a lot to everyone's face.
Yeah, you know, that's one thing about it. You know, sometimes I look at people, I'm like, yo, this kind of ties into like, you know, social media being a lie sometimes, because people really live a fake life on social media, but in real life, you know, they're probably going through it. Like they probably got more true. Like, you know, like darker things going on than us. You know, you look at a person, oh, yo, he popping, he got money, he's this and that, he's traveling.
But low key,
he might be depressed. He might, you know, have these really dark thoughts to the point that,
yeah, like having all these things don't even matter.
Yeah,
like showing these things.
And with you saying that, I think we have such a problem with depression and like I'd say like anxiety, all these mental illnesses, because we're not aligning ourselves with who we really are, like as a person. Because just what you just said, like they're taking trips and stuff like that, trying to, I guess, show off to the public. It doesn't align with who one is, because at the end of the day, they don't even believe it themselves. And once they recognize, obviously you're going to become depressed, because it's like, yo, I'm living a fake life and I'm the one creating it.
It's unfortunate because a lot of people have been doing that. I know a couple of people who do that, and it leads to a lot of things. Depression, it leads to anger, it leads to, like, you know, people taking their anger off on other people. And I think I've been a victim. I'm not going to say names at all.
Yeah.
But I think I've been a victim of that, you know, of people I'm really close with. Like I said, I'm easy to get along with. And, you know, they're trying to accomplish a goal, but they're trying to fake it. And for some reason, you know, when they kind of have, like, that moment of, like, heat, they may hit me up and say the most outrageous shit. I'm just like, why are you saying this to me, bro? like, just because I'm a nice person, like, don't take advantage of that, because I'm just like, don't put me in a spot where I got to defend myself, because either it can lead to, like, it's a bad thing. And I hate problems. I hate beef. But, you know, living a fake life can lead to a lot of mental issues, bro.
I feel like it's crazy because a lot of people do things to, like, show other people, like you said, or like to show off, right? But they wouldn't be happy doing the things that they do and not posting it.
Exactly.
You know,
a lot of people who live low key is because they're so focused on themselves, the moment, their surroundings,
the objective, that the thing that they want to reach.
Exactly. For an example, if they're at an island, let's say the Dominican Republic, because I'm about to go there in May, take my mom there for, like,
shout out, yeah, good.
Like for a birthday trip, I say, yo, I got you. This is gonna be our gift, my gift and your gift.
You're such a good son.
Yeah, bro. I'm the only child, so, you know, like, she looked out for me many years, bro. Her being a single mother, I know hasn't been easy. So, you know, I try my best every day.
Can I adopt you?
Go ahead, bro.
That's beautiful.
I don't want to go to PR though. I want to go to Spain. I want to go to Italy.
I want to PR. I recommend it. I recommend PR, bro. It was such an amazing vibe, bro. But you can be in an island, bro, wherever. And people will literally say, I'm putting this phone in my bag because I don't want to be so focused on it. I don't want to look at someone else's stories. I don't want to look at Snap. I don't want to see what's going on in the news. I want to focus on this.
Yeah.
Because majority of people's reality is working. And you can't really get to see what you're seeing right there because a vast majority of people take vacations like twice or 3 times a year.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I see that. It's like living a moment and they're marking it as forever, like their whole life. Cause like a person can go back to that person's, I guess, profile. They could go back to her profile and be like, yo, this person is balling. And it's like segments of like 6 months, but you don't see the time or day. You just see the fact that this person is constantly taking trips and you kind of feel bad for yourself. And that's kind of like, that's the bad thing about social media and that's why I try to like stay away from that, because I even see it in myself that when I see someone else taking a trip, it's not that I don't like that they're taking a trip. I kind of feel bad for myself because I know how hard I'm working every day, waking up early, going to sleep at night, and I don't get a chance to do that.
I've been doing that. I've been beating myself down for that lately, and it's not good, bro. But sometimes it's just really hard, and that's kind of like a whole nother thing where I've kind of been like, I got to deactivate from Instagram at least for a good 3 months, or if I'm going to keep it active, just use it to promote my podcast, and that's all. Or to hit people up, kind of network. But then again, too, it's really hard to do it. But if I have to, I'll do it and just use my Instagram page from the podcast.
You bring up a good point. I feel like everyone would want to do that, just that you also cut off a communication line. Like it's some people I know that benefit off it because they have a business going or things like that. So that's why it just becomes that much harder, because we're now reliant on social media to grow our network, to interact. And it just becomes really difficult for me. It's been really hard, I guess, to go on that cleanse because of the podcast. And I also have to keep up my own social media, like I guess to network. It's that. So it's really hard. But what I tend to do is kind of like, I go do it like a job. Like, okay, how many messages do I got to send it to who? Write it down. Don't look up anything else. Don't even entertain yourself with the thing that has become a habit. It's like going like this, flicking up.
Was that being on Tinder? Swiping.
No, not on Tinder. It's like TikTok, YouTube Shorts.
Okay.
Hey, you went somewhere else.
I would throw all different directions.
No, bro, that's like this. That's yes, no. Yeah. Tinder is different. But I think we've just gotten so used to it, accustomed to it, that it's becoming really hard to kind of like step back. I know that it's hard, but I think whenever you make the decision to be like, okay, well, I'm write to my friends, get their numbers, make sure I have their numbers, and if they want to contact me for whatever reason, I'm just a text away.
Yeah.
And don't be the guy that's like, big moves coming.
Sharing up. Like I said, I'm
about to log out for 3 months.
Like, no.
Don't even hit me up. I got big things, you know what I'm saying?
The real one knows.
The real ones know. Yeah. I mean, I feel like ultimately, if you're gonna do something, do it for like your own happiness, your own good. If you're gonna reach an objective, just like focus on that, and don't do it for anyone else.
You gotta do it for yourself.
Self-fulfillment lasts a lot longer than that immediate pleasure of you getting 300 likes in on your photo. I think in a week or less. Like, I think at the end of the day, what we only have is like the self-fulfillment of what we accomplished in our lives, our real lives though, not on our screen lives. Maybe that'll stay there forever, but that'll stay that forever for other people, but not for us. Mm-hmm. Self-fulfillment is more like, what did I do in my life that made me truly happy? But it would include not having to show it to anyone. It would just have to be me. And they show a slideshow of my life, and I feel good with that.
Yeah.
I think that we're gonna get at the end of life to where we're just showing a slideshow of what we did on
Like
social media.
Recap. Yeah.
Like, and if we start looking at the numbers of the hours that we spend on social media watching others do their dreams and accomplish what they wanted, we're gonna be miserable at the end.
That's true. That's true. You know, every Sunday when I wake up and I look at the phone, the daytime the screen time notification, it says 8 hours, 9 hours. I'm
Dang.
like, yo, Luis, you're bugging. You're really bugging.
You do that? You do that for real?
I automatically get that notification.
For real?
Yeah, there's like a little thing that just
Screen
pops up.
time. Yeah, like every Sunday. And, you know, right now at the moment, you know, like one of my goals is to really lose weight. I can, you know, for being a big guy, I can really put in. I love exercising, playing soccer. I love lifting weights. I love doing cardio.
Let me get a little water. Keep on.
Yeah. But I think my problem has been lately is really with the diet, though. Because, bro, when these cravings be hitting, they be hitting, bro.
No, I can feel you because, I mean, just like me, I've been telling myself since, like, early high school or, like, late middle school that I kind of want to lose weight, and then, like, that's the thing. I can work out, I can do all these things, but
it's the food.
Yeah, it's just been the diet. And actually, for the past like 3 weeks or so, I've actually been sticking to a diet. You know what I'm saying? And you know Diego?
Yeah.
Diego.
He trained me, bro, for I think like a good 4 weeks.
Really?
That's my boy.
Yeah. But it was a diet that was affecting you.
A what?
Like the diet is what like that was the hardest part for you.
Yeah, so when he trained me, bro, honestly, you know, like I said, he's a great guy. I was supposed to have him on the show, but I guess, you know, I forgot to remind him about it. But, you know, I'll definitely, you know, like reach out to him again.
Yeah.
But when he trained me, you know, typically I've been the person that hit the gym like at 9 p.m. I love going at night for some reason. But he was the kind of person, he said, bro, you know, at the time he was living in Matthews. And he was like, bro, 7 p.m., 6:45, right after work, change and come here. Bet. And I really saw, like, you know, like I saw a difference. You know, his weight training didn't get into cardio. I don't really think you need to be trained on cardio, bro, because, you know, it's simple. Either you do incline walk or you do regular walking or running or the Stairmaster. But I saw a good difference. And, you know, when I pulled up to Ecuador back in November, because I mainly went there to watch the World Cup.
Dang.
And my mom had my mom had an eye surgery too, so I was just like, all right, bet, let's go.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of people was like, yo, when you came in 2021, you were fat as hell. You're looking slim. I'm like, yeah. It's like they're like, está más agarrado. I'm like, yeah, you know, doing chest. I love doing chest workouts. But I literally, like, those 2 months of work, 2 months and a half, I lost it over there. Drinking at least a beer every day. Junk food like hell, bro. And I was like, yo.
Bro,
I bet you, like, the homemade meals would go crazy.
Ceviche, encebollado, fritada. Like, bro, I don't get that here, bro. Even
Dude,
when my mom makes it.
I don't blame you, dude. No,
it's hard.
Whenever you go to your country, to the motherland, it's crazy.
I remember visiting Mexico, actually. I was like...
Y'all food will go crazy, bro. I love Mexican food, bro.
Yeah, and we live, like, my family's not, like, from, like, the city. We're, like the outskirts, like, rancho type. You know what I'm saying?
What
like,
part?
Veracruz.
Oh, Veracruz.
Yeah, but
that's my favorite restaurant, bro. The one in Pineville. Shit's my favorite.
Yeah, Veracruz, Mexico, yeah. And my grandfather actually owns, like, his taco shop. And I would go crazy. 6 tacos. And I was like 12 years old. 6 tacos, 7 tacos. I would go crazy.
You can't enjoy that every day here, bro.
Nah, you can't.
So I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But because here all the foods are processed a lot more than, like, literally, if you take a piece of meat, like, I'll eat a taco from Mexico, and I kid you not, even the smell of the meat whenever you take it out is different than how here you, like, what the smell of it.
Would you even say the same thing about Lupita's? Because the other day I was at work and I saw you, like, and I was like, oh, that's on.
For real?
Yeah, because I work at my eye doctor. So
oh yeah, I always go by there.
I was like, oh, that's him. I went to go buy chicharrón and it was really good though. But what do you say, like, Lupita's is almost authentic as, like?
If you're talking about tortilla wise, no, because I mean, there's like you put the masa in the machine and like the machine.
Y la carne, like, is that good though? Right
let me see. Honestly, like the only thing that I've ever eaten from there is like the barbacoa.
I've had it before. Yeah.
Yeah, the barbacoa.
Y lengua también.
Yeah, I think the barbacoa is really good, but I don't think I'd be a good judge for it to be like, all right, this is close to authentic
Yeah, because he doesn't eat a lot of barbacoa.
Yeah.
I think it's really just subjective because I'll tell you the truth. I really don't like eating at restaurants because they taste nothing like what my mom or my dad or even I would cook. So I think I really hold a high standard whenever I go eat, but I also try to maintain a low one because I'm like, well, I'm just hungry. Like,
yeah,
Lupita smacks though.
They do.
Yeah,
they do.
It smacks. You can't take anything away from that.
What's it called? My manager's husband, he hates Chipotle. He's from Mexico, but he hates Chipotle because he's like, they're trying to mimic Mexican food, but this isn't really Mexican food. I'm like, I love Chipotle, but that's facts. So I can feel him.
Yeah.
I just wish more. I just wish, like, for example, more of the Latin community could capitalize that on first instead of a generic white like businessman. You know, it's kind of like they're taking away or benefiting from our culture. That and it's not a bad, but I feel like most of the business is already owned by USA. But like, I just wish that we were an immigrant or someone that came from nothing would have the same opportunities to create
a franchise like that.
Yeah, to create a monster like that. And hey, it's all fair in love and war, because I mean, obviously he had a good idea and knew how to market it, and it's a monster. Chipotle is a monster, and I mean, I you can ask a variety of Mexicans and be like, hey, some love it, some don't.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I like it, but it's just like, I just wish a Latino person would have capitalized on it.
And that thing would have been even better, bro. Like, I'd feel the same way if somebody was trying to do that with Ecuadorian food.
Yeah.
And my cousin has a food truck called Doses. So he's over there, like, located in Waxhaw and like borderline Indian and Waxhaw.
Okay.
So he has it, but it's honestly really good though. It's honestly really like almost the same thing as Ecuadorian food.
Authentic.
And I feel like that's like a step. There's another Ecuadorian restaurant down the road from my job in Lupita's called Warranted.
I've never heard about that.
By Woodlawn, I think it's like right in front of AMF, the bowling alley.
Oh, there's a food truck there?
No, that's not the food truck. That's actually an actual restaurant. Warranted is Ecuadorian food.
Oh, are you talking about in that little plaza where there's like
the Kung Fu tea?
Yeah.
Right there, yeah.
And the Mediterranean food too?
Oh yeah, so around there.
Yeah, right there.
How's the food right there?
I haven't been there because, you know...
Can you turn up my mic a little bit?
Because I procrastinated that place at least for like a good year and a half now. Sometimes I tell my mom, let's wake up on a Sunday, let's go get ceviche.
Yeah.
Especially if I have a hangover. But I haven't gone yet because my mom's cooking is fire. So
yeah.
I prefer hers, you know, like over anyone's.
Are your parents kind of like more lean towards always eating at home, or you guys go to restaurants a lot?
So when my dad was alive, he loved homemade meals.
Uh-huh.
So like caldo de pollo.
Yeah.
But my mom she likes homemade meals more though.
Yeah. She likes cooking them too though, right?
Yeah, she does. She does. Like, she's like,
you can really taste the food when they enjoy cooking it.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's where the flavor comes from, for real.
That really does.
Hey, hold up, going back to Chipotle real quick. Does Chipotle mess you up? Chipotle be messing me up.
So I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Not trying to get too, descriptive when it comes to that. But yo, anytime you eat something with fiber, bro, no matter even if it has you completely butt ass naked on the toilet, but those fiber fest was really gonna help you out, bro. Really lower the belly, bro. Trust me.
Did you just say Fiber Fest?
I call them shits Fiber Fest, bro.
Fiber Fest.
Fiber Fest. Eat a lot of foods with fiber, bro. Especially if you're trying to cut. Trust me.
It'll help. All right, man. All right.
That's what I'm gonna do then.
Cheers is like, in the morning I've been making batidos. So basically, frozen fruit, almond milk, 2 tablespoons of chia, and 1 packet of oatmeal, and that's it. And I feel like that really helped me out this week a lot.
Oh, okay.
True, I got you.
Do you eat a little bit less after you drink that shake?
I wait till 12. I was doing intermediate fasting, but I wasn't really digesting a lot. And me as a person, personally, I feel like it's better to digest instead of you not going to the bathroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better to go than
and to not to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. I be eating a bunch of eggs in the morning.
That's good too. Egg whites or the whole thing?
No, I eat the 3 whole eggs and then 3 tablespoons of egg whites.
That's good.
Yeah, with
really
some,
good.
Yeah, with some toast.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's something else we could? Oh, I have a question to ask you relating to soccer.
Yeah, let's go.
So, Messi or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo, yeah, Ronaldo.
What about you?
Not Messi.
Messi?
Yeah, Messi.
So that's the thing about it, and I really want to get into this topic.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
I'm happy for the man that, because he won the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
I literally have, like, if you go on my YouTube history,
Mm-hmm.
I have his reaction when Montiel took the penalty kick. That was the penalty kick for them to take it home. But a lot of people will look at me funny when I say I cannot stand Argentinians, bro. It's the arrogance.
Che, boludo.
Exactly. Like, the arrogance, bro, is crazy over there, bro. Like, every country's going to have...
You're going to get a lot of hate for this.
Yeah, I might. But...
It's an opinion.
It's an opinion, by the way.
Yeah.
Not all Argentinian people, but as a matter of fact, scratch that. I mean the squad. Otamendi, the goalie, that's the number one person I can't stand. Dibu Martinez, Romero... De Paul is like in love with Messi, bro. Like
His bodyguard.
Dude, man, like, I'm sorry to cut you off, but like the goalie, the arrogance of putting the glove like on his crotch, dude. I was like, did the FIFA not sanction that?
They didn't, bro. And yesterday they had a game against Panama and El Monumental where River Plate plays at, and it was like 4 of the players, the backup goalie. I don't even know.
It was like 4 of them though, right?
4
Did
of
the
them
same
doing
thing.
it. I'm just like, bro. Even though that's not the official World Cup, that is the most beautiful trophy to ever live on this earth.
Yeah.
You don't put it by your dick, bro. You just don't simply do that. You don't. I mean, the one thing was a grab your goalie glove award, but why?
No, it's kind of like, you know how like whenever I used to love Mexico games because of that, but the FIFA stopped it. It's like every single time the Mexico would play and the opponent would kick the goalie would kick the ball, they'd be like culero or like
no. It was PUTO.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so when Ecuador and Mexico played at Bank of
yeah, and everyone says it, dude. That's the funny part. But it's like it's just the fun of it to like, I guess, engage the other team,
bro. And like, not defending like Mexico, but Mexico doesn't say that to offend like that crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do that just because like they're Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Or like they say that because that's something that they do. They'll like shake their hands before he's gonna run up to it, and then he kicks it and they say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like a lot, like FIFA or whatever, whoever runs the soccer thing, football thing,
they stopped that. So that's what I'm saying. Like they started sanctioning Mexico and like dropping them in points, leading up to the World Cup. If the Mexican crowd said that, and I'm like, dude, they're taking away from, like, I guess, the fun of it, like
the atmosphere.
Yeah, and that doesn't even compare to how like. They were in a country also where they have ethics, a lot more, I think, ethics than what we have over here. So how does he do that, or how does he get away with it?
Exactly. Like, so one thing about it is this, bro. So I truly didn't appreciate that because, and this is what I was telling my cousin, the Argentina from 2014, if they would have won it, I would have respected that because their goalie Romero was respectable, and he was a beast. Same thing with Dibu Martinez, but I can't give him creds on being a human because for me, he's a crappy-ass human, bro. But why do you do that in a country where everything's really strict? Like, you can't even drink beer in the stadiums.
Oh, yeah.
But put that right there and, like, to piss off the French fans, I don't see how he got away with that. And... you know, me being a Ronaldo fan, I had a lot of homies get on me. He's like, yo, where's Ronaldo's World Cup? And I'm like, bro, he did everything he could. He birthed Portugal, bro, with 2 titles.
You know, it's crazy. I don't know how they didn't play good because Portugal's squad, it was like stacked.
Really stacked. I don't know what happened. Benching Ronaldo was probably another huge mistake. Morocco just gave you that Costa Rica 2014, but Morocco honestly took one step ahead because they made it to semis. They were top 4.
Yeah.
They had heart, dude. They did heart.
They did.
And I think Portugal just didn't have enough heart into it. The only one that was really, because I'm a Ronaldo fan too, and people, I'm like, okay, well that's just based off like it's subjective again. I think it's just our opinions, but Ronaldo was really itching for the World Cup. Like I think he just didn't have their team just didn't have the heart for it. You could see it in Morocco. Morocco gave it their all. The whole 90 minutes in every single game that they played.
No, they did. I mean, and I don't really blame the coach or the old coach because now the coach that used to be at Belgium, he's with Portugal. Portugal's old coach is at Poland now.
Do you think that's going to make any difference to Portugal now, though? Because like if you look at the Belgian squad, they were stacked too.
That's the thing, though. If I would have been betting when it first started, I would have at least had $10 on Belgium taking the whole thing. But it was crazy for them to honestly get knocked out like that. I think they finished off, last? Or was Canada last in that group?
No, honestly, I don't even know. But they didn't do anything.
They didn't. Courtois being the best goalie, of the Champions League, La Liga, basically in the world at that point, that was stunning. I was like, how?
I don't like Courtois because of his performance in the Champions League final. I respect him, but I don't like him.
I forgot you're a Liverpool fan.
Bro, he went crazy in that final.
He did.
He went crazy.
But I'll tell you this, bro. At least he wasn't arrogant, bro. Like I said, seeing Dibu just doing what he was doing, bro, I hated it, bro.
It's because Argentina just had a lot of arrogance, though, because I feel like Messi has always carried himself very well.
Yes.
Though I think that something in the Argentinian rose up just because of what he was able to accomplish, and I think they they were just, I understand they were happy. You can even see how Messi was carried, the helicopter would roam on top of it. Dude, it was insane how many people were out there. But it's just kind of like that arrogance part, and why they didn't get sanctioned. Whenever you're sanctioning every little thing in the FIFA, it's kind of like, dude, what? So you're just gonna let a person not respect this whole ceremony setup, and especially in a country, dude. Going back to that, it's just insane to me that no one was charged for anything.
Yeah, I mean, he held himself really well. I think where homeboy lost his composure was a game against Netherlands, which was a whole shit show. Paredes kicking the ball to the Netherlands bench.
Oh yeah, and his celebration, right?
His celebration. Otamendi when Toro Martinez scored the winning penalty. Him mocking them like this, bro. I'm just like, bro, why? And
I think also they were trying to play mind games, though, and even till now, it's kind of I think it's all a manipulation game to where we just it's just to get you riled up and get you unfocused.
It really does. I mean, I hated. What I really didn't appreciate it was when he in the final when he threw the ball at Tchouaméni, so Tchouaméni would have to walk back to get it. But you see the decency, you see what Europe can do to you as a person, ooh. Because he blocked one and France missed one.
Mm-hmm.
Coman got blocked and Tchouaméni missed. When it was Tchouaméni's turn, I don't know if y'all remember, he just threw it up.
No, I don't remember.
He really kicked it out so he can walk to the ball. He just smiles, and I'm just like, that's decency right there. But if they would have done it to let's say Romero, Otamendi, I feel bro, they would have just caused problems.
Mm-hmm.
But these French players, bro, they were really humble about it. And Kun Agüero, being officially retired, he was homie was mocking Camavinga's name, and you know what I'm about to say. You know what he was calling him.
Yeah. And
I'm just in my head homie, with all due respect, bro, you have a chip in your heart, you can't even play no more, bro. Like, don't, like, because the internet will bash you really quick. Like, dude, don't do that.
And and the arrogance is huge. And I think that organization was just like a bully team. It
really was.
Bully team.
I typically, like I said, I feel like the national team that I really didn't like was Chile, because they tried to get us kicked out from the World Cup after we qualified because we used an ineligible player that was born in Colombia. He plays in León in Mexico right now, Byron Castillo. And when Peru and Chile found out about that, they did deep investigation. And
they're trying to kick y'all out.
Trying to kick us out. Like, Chile and like Chilean like news anchors, they literally put themselves in our schedule for the World Cup. Chile versus Qatar, Chile versus Netherlands,
Dang.
Chile versus Senegal. But we got punishment by starting off the qualifiers of the World Cup for the next one with -3 points. So we're beneath Venezuela because everything's alphabetically ordered. So, and our first game is against Argentina in Argentina. And if we were to lose, we drop down to -6. But if we were to win, we're at 0.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're in -3, bro. And I don't know if we're going to get that appealed because we just played our first friend and we lost against Australia this morning. 3-1, bro. I was like, dang.
Dude, speaking about bullies and I guess transitioning into something else.
Hold on. I didn't get your final thoughts. So how did... the Messi... I mean, the Argentinian, like, arrogance and all that aside... Aren't you glad that Messi got... Well, you said that you're a Ronaldo fan, though, right?
I'm a Ronaldo fan. But when I saw him celebrate his reaction, it was like him falling to the floor with a smile on his face. It was like a sigh of relief. It's like somebody who's really been through it for so long, trying to accomplish a goal for like a decade and a half or 2 decades.
Finally did it.
He finally did it. And I don't really blame him, even if he's not even trying at PSG anymore. I know he's really happy in the national team. Because after you're world champions, bro, your heart is going to be in the national team. Yeah. But for the young ones, I don't recommend it because I'm like, y'all so got a whole career ahead of you.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what they're doing now. They're getting too comfortable. That's not good. But I was happy for the man. Sucks for Ronaldo because, I mean, Ronaldo has received a whole lot of hate for no reason, just for getting knocked out.
True.
It's because Ronaldo has always been at a high level that whenever he's dipped in his numbers for whatever reason, it's like he's criticized a lot more.
Yeah.
But he's really have made impressive records, has set standards. So I think we're just so used to seeing a human being like a superhuman that once he's not a superhuman, because obviously he's getting a little older, like we just bash him for him. Like
his work ethic is really unmatched, though. Work ethic is really unmatched. And one thing that I'll say too, you know, he gave Portugal, not him, all by himself, but you know, he won the Euros with Portugal. Portugal was 0 titles. Messi was born and they had plenty of Copa Americas. I think when Messi was born, I think there was either 1 or 2 Mundiales. They had Olympics, Finalisma, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, y'all forget to realize that, you know.
Yeah, they didn't have anything.
Messi rebirthed them, but Ronaldo birthed. Yeah.
I like that. See, that's a good argument. I'm gonna use that next time.
Yeah, for sure. Well, my last question was this. So y'all played with him in the group stage, and you said you go for Messi. Did you kind of like not go for him when y'all played?
You know what's funny is that after we lost, it was like, we lost, but at what cost? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a Messi fan, so like I'm glad that Messi was gonna advance. We lost, but I guess that's just what it had to be.
One thing for the Messi fans out there, y'all, they gotta thank Di Maria for that, bro, because you know Di Maria goes crazy in finals.
Di Maria, yeah, he's underrated.
And that's my, you know, bro, when he played in Madrid, baller.
Transitioning to our last topic, it was like, do we got time?
Yeah.
We got time? How long we been on?
51 minutes.
Okay, just like the bullies. I was like, it's because you brought up a dream I had like 2 days ago. It was
What was that dream?
I had just come back from the gym and like it was like 6 a.m. and I was really tired. I was like, someone just take a nap in the car. It was a 30-minute nap, dude. In that dream, I literally was like, I dreamt about my bully because I had like a bully in elementary and also like middle school and stuff like that. And not to demean like bullying in schools happening in these days. Obviously, like whenever you're in that setting, you feel it a lot more. Like I remembered literally in my dream, like of the pain and the anxiety, the stress, that I felt whenever I saw that person. But I was also happy on how, like, when I woke up, I was like, dang, I was like, that was a scary dream because I just saw my.
You wake up really relieved.
Yeah, like well, I'm glad I'm not in that setting again. But I woke up, not only scared but aware that I had grown a lot, like into the point where I can now face my past. Like I am a lot more resilient. I'm a lot more clear. I'm a lot more efficient. No one's ever gonna be able to do that to me without my consent, because it was also that I wasn't strong enough.
Yeah. Like
I wasn't strong enough to face the things that another person was inflicting on me, but also because my emotions weren't to the point where I wanted to be. And one thing that I said whenever I woke up, I was like, I'm grateful to you, motherfucker. Like, because of you, because of the insecurities that you showed me, and because of the pain you showed me, it made me into who I am today. And that would have happened without my bullies, without the people that put me down.
You kind of like, even though, like I said, you're going to have homies who are going to bully you, but they want the best for you. But there's other people out there that really just want to take the piss, bro, like just to do it. But you got to use that as a motivation. Did you have any bullies in school?
Honestly, not specifically like one that I can remember, but I did get made fun of a lot, like for a bunch of different reasons growing up.
Same thing with me. I went through it a lot, bro, in middle school, especially 7th grade. But I denied. I was like, no, they're my boys. But honestly, it was just straight bullying at that point.
They're your boys, but the things that they say sometimes kind of like you're not going to tell them because they're going to bully you even more. But
no, exactly, because I'm really careful now. And my problem has been that I'm really goofy. I'm really funny. And I think it's gotten to the point where, like, back even in high school, I feel like people, like, kind of took me as a joke. And it wasn't up until once that my mom said, he's like, you stop being a clown because they're going to take you as a joke.
Oof.
And it's going to be really hard for you to, like, switch up your perspective at that point. Like, you're going to have to go really serious. Like, you can't even laugh to their jokes. If you really want them to, like, take you serious, if it's a brand new person you're meeting, start being chill. No dumb stuff. Don't say anything personal. And that's what I've been doing lately. But in 7th grade, bro, I physically and verbally, I honestly got bullied. Okay. I guess you can say even abused too.
No, sorry, it's not something funny, but it's just I know that's not what you were trying to say.
No, it is a form of abuse, though. It's kind of like like a mental abuse, and to the point where it puts you down.
Did they physically bully you too?
No, not really. No. I think, like I said, I think it was just more like a mental game that they were playing with me.
A mental game.
And I also had a lot of doubts. I had a lot of,
and they can see that.
They can see that. Yeah.
Another person can read you.
Yeah, another person could read me. But had I known how to read the other person, I would have had something against them. But I just didn't, or wasn't smart enough, or I wasn't aware of what to do at those points. But now I see it. Maybe they came from a broken home. Maybe they had things that they were also going into their life. So that's why I was even more thankful, because I'm like, I'm glad that I grew up in a loving home. I grew up in struggle, but I had a plate of food on my table all the time. And my dad and mom always taught me, like, hey, being poor doesn't have to be your life. It's a way of life, but it's also the most, it's a blessing to grow up with a lack of resources, because you grow up wanting more. And I think that's what always kept me going, no matter what. If I did feel bad for myself that day, I always impulse myself with the thought of, hey, I want more. And
going back to the physical, like, would you be comfortable with sharing some of that?
So basically what happened once, I mean, these guys, they were my boys either way, though. And yeah,
your so-called boys.
And it was this one time that that's the thing, though, they would have had my back because they want to say, bro, even though we, like, middle school me, because now as an adult, they say, bro, I may punch you right now in the face, but remember, I'm gonna have you back. I'm like, bro, if you punch me in the face, I'm gonna kick your ass, bro. Like, do not try that. Like, don't, because I can snap easily. And as being young, I was like, oh, bro, okay, even though I'm getting bullied, though, but if somebody else I don't know were to, like, mess with me, they got me. And they lived to that. They weren't lying about it. But they took advantage of my, like, silence, I couldn't really defend myself that much because these guys were, like, a little more bigger than me.
Yeah.
One day I was just chilling, sitting on the desk, and I kind of like got a feeling that like from a corner in the classroom they were talking about me. I was like, all right, it's cool. I don't care.
And it's crazy that you kind of like the
you
instinct.
You can see it,
you
bro.
You can feel
bro,
it.
Like it's like they put like a paranoia in you.
Yes.
And it's like unfortunate. Like I pray that nobody goes through that, especially when I have my own kids. And
it's gonna hurt more.
It would.
It's
and when I'm just sitting down, they approach me, and I'm just like, bro, what now? Just out of nowhere, one of them sticks me right here, bro. Right here, like out of nowhere. And I put my head down because, bro, like I got like a really sharp pain right here.
Yeah.
And I felt like I had a headache. And I let that slide, bro. And then it happened like I think 2 more times after that from the same guy.
Damn.
But this was 7th grade. In 8th grade, he tried to do it on me because we were in different hallways. He approaches me. He's like, yo, you remember what I did? I'm like, yeah, I remember, bro. But like I said, it's all good. Like I don't hold grudges. And he tried to do it again, trying to be funny in front of this new student that just started. I went to Quail Hollow.
Okay.
And this new guy was new. He was an 8th grader, but he just started at Quail in 8th grade. And homie that basically, like that bitched my ass, like in 7th grade, he thought he was going to do it again in 8th. But that summer, I took a lot of time to like reevaluate, look what you went through. I spoke to like some of my older cousins. I'm like, what can I do? And they're like, bro, if they're making fun of you because you're fat, lose weight. If they see you as a weakling, stand up for yourself, even if you had to get suspended from school. Like, it's just middle school.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think that's like a good advice. Like, it's just middle school.
Yeah, I mean, but that as like a personal growth, it like helps you like become a better person in the future.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he tried to, when I was walking away, I don't know what homie was trying to do, but he tried to grab my hand on my arm, but I pull off and I didn't stick him, but I like pushed him and he kind of hit his head on the hand dryer.
Oh shit! In the bathroom.
In the bathroom. He's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro. Like last year was last year, bro. Like I changed over the summer. Like what you trying to do?"
Yes, sir.
And then he's like, "Bro, I feel a lump in my head." I'm like, "That's your problem. Go get some ice, bro. Go get some ice." And then, but deep down, I was like, "Yo, bro, he might get some other people to jump me." But he's like, he stood up. He's like, "You know what, bro? You should have done that last year, bro. I'm proud of you." You hugged me, and I was like, and he just left. And I'm just like, is this shit really happening, bro? Am I dreaming? And I legit go to the sink, splash some water in my face. I'm like, okay, this really just happened. And I never really told anybody about it though. And this is like the whole point of me opening up. To never told experiences onto the podcast. And I just never really told nobody because I was kind of scared. I was like,
I appreciate that though. I think that's gonna help a few individuals that are watching the podcast. And I'm glad that you came on, dude. I think everyone check out the Find God podcast on YouTube. What platforms are you on?
So I'm on TikTok, Find God PC, which stands for podcast. Instagram, Find God PC, and then YouTube is just Find God. You'll see what's it called.
We'll put it down in the description, so everyone just like, comment, subscribe to let us know. What you guys think. If you guys went to bullying, is Messi or Ronaldo better? Check us out though. And Luis, thank you again for coming on the podcast. You want to say something?
No, I was gonna ask Luis if there's anything he'd want to say before we leave. Not really, bro. I do want to appreciate y'all for having me here, bro. Honestly, this was fun to talk about. If you ever want to have me again, bro, just hit me up because I would definitely do this multiple times. This was amazing. I'm glad, dude. Great vibe, bro. I love the room, love the setup. Thank you. And what's something I was gonna say? But man, I think I forgot. Stand up to your bullies. Don't be scared. Follow your dream. Don't let anybody tell you that anything is impossible because literally the sky's the limit. I like that. Mm-hmm. Check us out and see you guys on the next episode. Thank you if you stayed this long.